Good afternoon, everybody. How are you today? And welcome to the latest edition of Drew Mania Live. So great to have you with us for this Thursday, the 23rd day of May, the year 2019. And of course, this is yours truly, Andrew L. Perry, coming to you live and at you from the busy streets, which is Brooklyn, New York, as I chat to you what is going on in the world of sports. We have a lot to do today. Well, not so much because it's got very quiet a little bit. We got the NFL OTAs to talk about. We have the why the sound is, I don't know what the hell is going on with the sound. We have a lot to do. I need to stop saying that. We have a lot to do today. A couple of matinees is going on. Have just gone final. Like the Yankees completed the sweep with the Baltimore Orioles, as they let's face it, they just went to Disneyland and never looked back. That's basically what it was as far as Yankee Land is concerned. Now, as far as just basically what they did, but let's start off with the Mets, as the Mets completed the sweep against the Washington Nationals. You know. And boy, I gotta tell you, what a difference a week make. For a while last week after Sunday, they look pitiful in Miami. They look so pitiful on Monday. Well, not Monday, but they look so pitiful after being swept by the Marlins. This last weekend, they couldn't hit. Jacob deGrom, the pitcher, did not pitch well. Noah Syndergaard, even though he got a couple of strikeouts, wasn't enough. They got shut out twice. Their bats was cold, and Robinson Cano wasn't hustling. Maybe it has something to do with the quad injury he's dealing with right now. But nevertheless, the Mets are in good shape. The Mets are in good shape right now. They really are. And I want to, and they redeemed themselves. They erase away what transpired this past weekend. Well, what this mean going forward? Hopefully, they could put it in a winning streak. Let's see. Let's see. Because we've seen this a couple of times before. When the Mets, they play well, they get a sweep, they beat the team they're supposed to beat, but for some odd reason, we say to ourselves, this way they have to take charge and end up laying an egg. Remember, we've seen this act before. And we've seen this way too many times with this Mets team. Where, listen, don't get me wrong. I'm happy as a Mets fan that they swept the Washington Nationals. Can you imagine if they didn't? Does this mean with this sweep? Does this mean Mickey Callaway is off the hot seat? Yeah, for now. For now. Is his job still secure? No, not really. But gotta go on a 10, 20 game winning streak, which is unlikely, obviously, because the way the bats has been swinging, the way the Mets have been swinging the bats, it's not been good. It's really not. Let's face it. This team is supposed to be civilian and where it's supposed to, It's supposed to be because the Mets are playing they playing the softest part of their schedule right now. They really are. You know, these are teams you're supposed to beat. Supposed to. You're supposed to. You're supposed to beat the Nationals. You're supposed to beat the Marlins. I'm not sure about Detroit. I haven't watched Detroit play, so I can't really say about Detroit. But Detroit, if you take 2 out of 3 from Detroit, you know, you're in a good situation, so to speak. Because right now they're in 3rd place. They're 23 and 25, so you know, maybe we panicked too early in the season. Maybe. I don't know about that. I don't know about panicking. But yeah, we did. Yeah, but that weekend in Miami left a bad taste of our mouth. It really, really did. It really, really did. You know, it was just mind-boggling. It really does. But the Mets got the win. That's the important thing. The Mets got the win. They got the W. You know, they swept they swept a team they're supposed to sweep, and that's that. Nothing more needs to be said. There's nothing more else. There's nothing else. There's nothing more to put it. You know. So, give the Mets tremendous credit. Give Steven Matz tremendous credit. He pitched well. And Matz has been pitching very well lately. Really has. You know? Zach Wheeler, he's a grinder. He has proven that he's a grinder. He has proven that he could grind. You know? And so has Matz. But Matt's got to slow down and stop walking the ballpark all over the place. He really does. He really got to stop walking the ballpark. That's all I'm saying. But, and I'm telling you. And you know what's funny? 4 years ago, they made a trade for Carlos Gomez to get the Milwaukee Brewers. And now, Carlos Gomez is back with the Mets now. And let's face it, outside of Jose Reyes, the Mets do not have a speed guy on their roster except for Carlos Gomez. So now, the Mets are really I'm gonna be honest. I really like the piece. I really like what Brody is doing. We got Rajay Davis on the team now. We have Carlos Gomez. Okay. We have Robinson Cano. Even though Robinson Cano is on quad injury and he's not hustling and he hasn't been hustling. He hasn't been playing well. Pete Alonso's having a phenomenal rookie season. Jeff McNeil, even though he's injured too, he's going to be on the 10-day disabled list. He's contributed. So the Mets this year have found guys who have contributed. Because last year the Mets couldn't hit a ball side of a barn last year. Now they got more hitters than ever. So look how many grand slams they hit last year. I mean yesterday. This year. They hit so many grand slams. Pete Alonso, every time he hit a ball, he's either to tie the game or is a bomb. A bomb. Pete Alonso has power, serious power. He hit some bombs already this season. And Rajay Davis, who looked like last night, hit which one I don't remember if it was a grand slam or a 3-run homer, but whatever it might be, he relived in that moment. He looked like he reliving the 2016 World Series Game 7 when he hit off Aroldis Chapman to tie the game. Remember that? In the bottom of the 8th inning in that World Series. And we all know what happened. We all know what happened. We don't need to get into all that. Okay? We don't need to. But give Mickey Callaway tremendous credit. You know, there was a poll that Evan Roberts from WFAN and a fan asked, and he asked, who you rather see go first? Rather see go Mickey Callaway or Adam Gase? The answer is Adam Gase, obviously. Mickey Callaway, he made some bonehead decisions, but he had some moments. He had some moments where he could be an outstanding manager, but he gotta know what he's doing. He gotta be more, I want to a little bit more oomph is better to say, I guess. Something like that. But anyway, kudos to the Mets. Now they host Detroit starting tomorrow once again for a 3-game series. And as for the NFL OTAs, the Jets had their OTAs. Quentin Roberts, the kid from Clemson, the kid from Alabama, I should say, who was drafted by the Jets this year by Mike McCadness. Just throw that out there. He was he didn't participate because he dealing with an injury right now with a strained calf and stuff like that. So he's going. We don't know how long it's going to be. Josh Allen, he's injured from Jacksonville. We don't know what their status are with as far as if we have further information. I would gladly let y'all know on my blog. So what's happening in the OTAs as far as the NFL goes. But that's the story. But as for right now, that's the story. That's the story with the NFL. As far as the NBA, let's talk about Game 5. This is clearly a crucial Game 5 in my mind. I think this is a Game 5 I believe this is the Game 5 that they needed the most. That they need. Wait, what am I saying? What am I saying? I'm just blobbing around and stuff like that. Blobbing around and stuff. It is a pivotal Game 5 between the Raptors and the Bucks, and whoever wins this game most likely will win this series 75% of the time. I don't remember the number for